Hello, Tashi. How are you today? Yeah, hanging in there. You know, another day. Just muddling through like always. But I am glad to be getting in to some more Icarus here. I even made sure to verify the files to make sure that it wasn't going to be any issues this time. Just in case after that huge update, where you basically had to reinstall the whole game so they could make the download process easier. Which was pretty much the only thing on this last update, so not really much for us to do today except focus on building our base. So that's the plan. And it's been a while since I've gone out and checked the reds. I want to check the shop before we head down to the planet. That's for the coming update. Maybe? It did sound like it was supposed to be the next update, but my game forced me to install 65 gigs, so... I don't know what to tell you. It took forever to download the thing. Like, I haven't had a problem with Icarus and the download speed until they told me I had an issue with it and they were doing things to adjust it. So, like, it sounds like typical Icarus stuff, you know? It's not broke. Hurry up, fix it. I still need to do that this coming week. Yeah. There's always something to do. We've got exotics and all that other fun stuff to do today. Haven't been out to the volcano in a few weeks. Might go out there. We have 500. It's not like we're broke, so I don't know. They did add a bed into the game that you could sleep on instead of a bedroll. But like, at this point, like if I was gonna go down and do a mission on the planet that wasn't in the open world, that could be useful for me. For me, it's not gonna do anything. Which is unfortunate. So Yeah, I don't know. Let's say not under gadgets either. Where the heck is this thing? Mobility, backpacks, armor, environment suits. Maybe I overlooked it? I thought they said they added a bed. Well, it wouldn't be under farming. Oh, I overlooked it. Yes, there. 110% sleep quality, 800 seconds of well-rested modifier after sleeping, 14 coziness. That's not bad on the coziness, considering you could just buy a bunch of those and just place them throughout your base. Get the coziness bonus from it. Just make a hidden wall. And stack a little square room full of beds. Anyway, last time we was working on getting our coziness level up. We almost have it at 300%, but like, I'm not too stressed about it. Probably never need all of that and barely notice a difference with it. Pretty much have infinite stamina anyway. Well, as long as we're holding the bow at any rate. And then, yeah, we're just going to focus on working on the base. So, like, we have a platform out in the water so far. We need to put some foundations down, and then we can move the animals over there, and they're going to spend some time. And then we need to put down some pillars and actually build the upper floor. And then once we have that upper floor, we also have to get gates and stuff to try to block creatures from crossing the bridge. Which maybe we'll just do real quick. I don't think the animals would just randomly attack the gates unless they can sense a creature nearby, like one of my animals. So we shouldn't need any of that. Dropship doesn't have enough space. It's never had enough space for things people wanted to bring down. Like, even when they didn't have that many items, like, it's always been an issue. It's so weird to me, like, not just Icarus, right? Like, all survival games. It's weird sometimes what the developers choose to limit. You know what I mean? As far as space and being able to stack certain items. It's very odd. And I get it. They want the game to still be a challenge, but there's always going to be people trying to find a way to cheese the system. So you're not going to please everybody in that circumstance, unfortunately. Luckily, though, we are able to just call down a pod and grab things that we want, which maybe if you're going to do the open world thing, at least, you know, let us drop down with whatever we want. And anything that can't fit on your dropship, maybe just send down a second pod or something. Be like, oh, here's the extra supplies that couldn't fit in the dropship. I don't know. That might be a way to resolve it. At any rate, we were working on doing some fishing as well, which I do have the fishing pole. We were working on skinning some creatures, so I got that. And slowly but surely, we're getting some stuff done here. I don't know. It's about to be nighttime, so we're probably going to have to sleep. I think our main issue right now is the pillars, if I remember correctly. The small pods have way more space. Yes, they do. That's why I'm saying have those. Have just an extra pod drop down with you. Yeah, and we were grabbing a bunch of fish. So we'll take these with us, and we'll head out in the morning to the volcanic region. Grab the reds that we have out there. Let's put away any equipment that we don't want first. No, actually, we don't have anything like that in our inventory. We're good. Oh, but I suppose we could always use more carrots. Let's see, carrots. No carrots. I'll take these two, and we'll just eat those on the way. But yeah, about to be 1800. We'll take a nap. Oh man, so it's been an extremely long week for me. For anybody that's interested or wanting an update, my dog's hanging in there. She's a trooper. She's actually been kind of chipper today, which is better than usual. I uploaded another 8 or 9 30-minute videos and about 30 shorts. I uploaded an entire series of Lightyear Frontier, so that's going to be on the channel here soon. Have those all scheduled to come out. I got some Once Human uploaded. I'm currently working on beating another boss, and then once I defeat that boss, we're only going to be streaming the game. Just wanted a couple episodes to come out for in the future. And then following Once Human, we're going to be doing some Sons of the Forest. We better repair. I was thinking maybe we don't need to repair, but we better repair. Arrows. No. We need sticks and stuff. No, wait. Why would the sticks be in there? In here? Do we have sticks? No. In here? Not enough sticks. Jeez. We might need to go into here and make sticks. Let that craft some sticks. See if we have any extra ammo. No. But yeah, it's been a very busy week. Just in case my heart's not in doing any recording here soon, I want to make sure that I have my content up to date. That way I don't have to worry about that. Take a week or two off. Without it looking like I'm taking a week or two off. What am I missing? Leather, most likely. We have leather in here? go. Take an extra stack of arrows with us. It's gonna pop out. Oh, right, because that's broken again. There, we'll just clear the queue. The arrows aren't. The arrows are good. It's like, well, what are you talking about popping out? But no, I know it. What? Wait, what? Hold on. Oh, I'm glad they fixed that. Unless I'm thinking of a different game, like you can walk through the doors now. I thought before the doors, like, you had a collision on them and would block you at some points. Maybe I'm thinking of a different game. I hate when games do that. Like, if the door's open, you should be able to... It shouldn't be an object anymore. It just gets in the way. I might be mistaken, but... if it was that way before and they changed it, good. If it's always been that way, then I don't know what the heck I'm talking about. Different game? Okay, fantastic. My brain's going. Love it. Well, I mean, I play so many survival games. Like, so many survival games. Like, this year alone already, I've played so many different survival games for the channel. Between this and Once Human and that Lightyear Frontier and that... Oh, a couple betas that I'm not allowed to discuss because NDAs. Tried a bunch of demos for different ones, like... Always got to be on the lookout for new potential content. Plus, oh jeez, small lands and. But Planet Crafter got a 1.0. I don't think we're gonna make videos for that. I think we're gonna stream it, and then. Because those cozy games, I don't know. The cozy games seem like they're better for streaming than recording videos for, in my opinion. And same with the MMOs, with the Once Human. The Once Human can be fun to watch, but I feel like people mainly watch like MMOs for guides, not really playthroughs. So I'm gonna finish up what I'm doing on Once Human, then we're gonna start streaming it. I think right now, I haven't really... I need to look and see how Small Land's doing, but I'd like to do more of it if people want it. I have to see what the views are looking like on that, but it's definitely going to be a stream and not a record. Right around this mountain and up in the hills. Hello, bird. Whoops. Sorry, Moa. Geyser. Just going off there. Oh, wait. We have to go over here first. Oh, please stop with the stuttering today, Icarus. I'm really hoping that whatever update they're doing to fix the downloader doesn't also cause additional lag. But yeah, this last update wasn't substantial. We're probably, unfortunately, only going to be doing one Icarus this week. Like, I'm almost like 800 hours into this game. And before I started streaming it on YouTube, I had less than 100. At this point, like, I wouldn't say I'm burnt out on the game, but I definitely don't have anything else to do. So, like, we're not stopping playing the game, but it's definitely gonna always be a 1 day a week until they have a good update. If they have a really big update, and then we'll do 2 days that week that it comes out. Otherwise, it's just gonna be a 1 day. Oh my, oh god. We should just get ramps made out of the wax ones. Bored with anything new? You mean as far as Icarus updates goes? Or you're just bored with newer games that have been coming out, or... I mean, I feel like I need more context, essentially. Did I pass it up? I did. I passed it up. Whoops. Everything is already done. Yeah. There's not much a person can do in this game. I mean, I could try to force out content, but I'm not going to lie to you guys. Like, anybody that comes into my stream, really. Like, if I'm bored, I'm not gonna force myself to keep playing. I'm just not. Like, even if people are really enjoying the content, like, I can't force myself to do that stuff. I'm not gonna, you know, strand myself on the island that is Icarus just because. Like, I'm never gonna be a one game streamer. It's just not what I do. I like to jump around, like to diversify my content, and I hope that people enjoy the things that I'm putting out. But, like, Icarus isn't going to be the last game I ever play, that's for sure. And then we'll check these on the way out, see if there's any new fish, and then we'll bring those back to base. There's no fish there, I think. You think there might be some at the hot springs? You don't think there's any in the sulfur pits, huh? Oh, and we brought the wrong water with us, so that could be a problem too. I don't know. We'll give it a little bit. Let's kill some creatures for achievements or something while we wait. Oh, you mean where that other little camp is? Yeah, we could do that. Oh, I left behind the fishing pole. It's like, oh, we could try that. We could try the fishing pole and see. There's fish here, by the way. Literally as I was picking it up. We're just gonna leave it here because this is closer. Gotta get down these jagged cliffs as easily as we can. I'm gonna break my moa in half. Oops. There's that. I think we have to go left. This looks right. Wow, it's stuttering so bad today. Oh well. Not much I can do about it. Yeah, kind of wish there was some more content. I really do enjoy this game though. With new story missions coming, I think we'll have a lot to do. Those story missions are going to give us a ton of content, I think. But they'll probably add like 4. They're also supposed to be adding with an upcoming patch a new mission in the game in order to teach you how to do the chicken stuff. So we might just go and do that mission outside of the open world, and then we'll do it again for the open world, just so that way we have all that content completed. My real question is how are we going to transport chickens? Like, you see rabbits out in the open world just running around. I don't know how you would get them to follow you back to base. It's... I don't know. Are they going to go arc route and have us get a net launcher? Or... oh, noes. Are we going to be looking for just chicken nests out in the world and then taking the eggs back and incubating them somehow? Or are we just going to build a thing and then chickens are going to randomly spawn, like something generic like that? You know, walk up and press F. Oh, it's yours now. That kind of thing. I hope they make it intricate, but not strenuous. You know what I mean? Make the system easy to use, but not, I don't know, boring? Give me a reason. Make me want to use chickens. Well, can't do anything with that. I've seen the food and water troughs, not bad. That's good. Ooh, we have to take this out. Where'd that other thing go? Okay. That's my electric extractor. I forgot to take that off the bird. Oh, you know what? I don't know what food you see, but no free meals around here. You gotta fight for them meals. Wanted to see if those exotics respawned. It doesn't look like it. How about you? You've got space in your inventory. Let's see if there's any nodes in the cave. Whoa. Stay right there, Moa. I don't trust you walking past this lava. You walk right in. I can already see it. And of course, everybody will blame me because you have a small, tiny brain. Aha! Here we go. Hello, Mavalon. Are you looking forward to watching some Planet Crafter there, Mavalon? I'm going to be streaming it here this week. I think tomorrow and... let's see, I think Monday and Tuesday we're going to do some Once Human, assuming that it's okay. We'll see. We're gonna do Planet. We're gonna do yeah, Planet Crafter. Planet Crafter it got a 1.0 release, so I'm gonna start a new game on that. Planet Crafter actually did really, really well on my channel, and I definitely want to do more. Don't run! I didn't see it. Not settled yet to get it. Well, I'll tell you what. I will stream some Planet Crafter tomorrow then. And we can play that. And then you can decide if you want to get it after that. I would say so. Like it's a very cute game. There. And we'll leave that go. Yeah, I'll stream it tomorrow, assuming that the stream goes well. We'll go ahead and just keep streaming that until it's done. I really do and did enjoy Planet Crafter when I had it up on the channel before. Like, I had originally gotten Planet Crafter and from a viewer, and I wasn't too sure if I was actually going to enjoy it or not. And I played it for a while. Actually ended up really, really enjoying it. Like, it's definitely a different game. And supposedly this update that they added at a beginning, middle, and end to the game. And supposedly it's got multiple endings, and all kinds of interesting stuff to it. So, like new locations, new materials, new things to craft. But it's another one of those games where it's not like difficult because you technically can die, but you can always go back and get your stuff. And none of the creatures are a threat. It's usually like the environment's a threat. There's a couple puzzles that you need to figure out. And watching the planet go from this dry rock to like a paradise is pretty cool. Stop wiggling around. I want my arrows back. Ooh, we should have checked while we were in there. I want to see if we have any animal fat in there so I can refill this lantern. My friend Blue was playing it. Well, it's a multiplayer game. The 1.0 release introduced multiplayer, so you and Blue could go play it together. I should go see if those other red exotics are here. Ah, they are. There they are. Right there. Oh, okay, quit fooling around. Just kill it. I also did a review on the game, that Planet Crafter game at one point as well. But yeah, gonna be doing some 1.0 release of that. That's why I'm a big fan of early access stuff. You get to come back later on and there's content for you to do. Ugh, stop. The Moa's playing Periscope. Let's call down a dropship. Come on. Oh, yeah, just... Yeah, that's... Oh, that's real good. Yeah, right there. That... Yeah. Being sarcastic, by the way. That is a terrible spot to park that. Now it's going to damage all my equipment. Like, literally everything's going to get damaged. It's just... It's so awesome. God. Come on. Come on, use your human arms and legs. I assume you're human. You look human. Now climb. There we go. Oh my God. Come on. Up. This place looks really cool. See, I wish we could plant trees. You know what I mean? Give me tree seeds. If I could plant trees, This thing right here, I'd have a whole mess of them back at my base. Maybe these things too. Like, I like the look of the trees out here. Wish we could plant these things and make them purple on this. But I think that has to do with the hue in this zone. Okay. Let's look for some more exotic, shall we? Come on out. Nothing. Moving on. That's lava. Yeah, eat it, Philip. Level up. Let's see. Put the... Oh, it's already got coal in it. Perfect. Why is that making the edges of my screen blink? Goats are very glitched. Can you do damage to me yet? No? Just my armor, huh? Alright. Rabbit! Oh, the walls give you the noxious crust too? Ooh. It's a lot of poison before you go into a cave where worms might poison you. Although, I suppose if you've made it to the point where you're getting the noxious crust, you're probably strong enough to handle it. No exotics. Moving on. Looking at Lightyear Frontier. Lightyear Frontier is another good one. I can't remember when Lightyear starts on my channel, but I have a whole series of that, so it'll be up eventually. I've been like so busy that everything's just sort of blending together, so I hope I scheduled everything properly. Just feels like everything's fallen apart for me lately, so I'm just trying to maintain some semblance of sanity, you know what I mean? Yeah, the one thing that bothered me with Lightyear Frontier is the way they portrayed it on Twitter made it seem like there was Cal with AK-47. Welcome. How are you? Are we live? Yes, we are. I'll tell you what, that'd be a very interesting cow level on Diablo. If the cows, instead of just running around mooing at you with pitchforks, ran around with AKs, I'd be okay with it. Definitely be a different level. So yeah, it was the Lightyear Frontier thing. They didn't. It looked like you were going to be able to build bases, like put up walls and things like that. The houses are just like a static decorative piece that you can put down that give you some bonuses to your ability to build things, which is still kind of nice. But I was expecting a little bit more freedom to do things. It's very linear. Rude. Come here. I will take those arrows back out your face. This arc looking thing you're playing. I mean, I guess it kind of has that arc feel to it at first. Unfortunately, there's far less taming in this game, although they are working on an update where they're going to increase your ability to tame creatures within this game, which is probably going to be pretty cool. I'm really, really looking forward to seeing all the changes that they're going to be adding. I mean, they already add updates every 2 weeks, or every week rather. Usually most of them are pretty small, but they definitely put a lot of hard work in this game. Ugh, this storm. I just want to get back to my base so we're not dying. Okay, good. Don't hide your head now. I've already seen you. There we go. Get those in there. Well, there's another 60 red exotics. Now what is poisoning me? I'm fine. I think it's just being out here that's doing it. Let's see. Request equipment. Let's go to our workshop real quick. We're up to 539, so we're slowly getting more of these exotics. Sorry, I guess I came in late. I was discussing Lightyear Frontier when I mentioned the limited base building. This game, you get to put up the walls and foundations and all that stuff like a traditional survival game. This one's not really a house. It's just a little place where we can get out of the rain for a minute while we're gathering up some rare resources and processing them in our little machine over here. But another game that's going to be on my channel soon is that Lightyear Frontier, and in that game you can put down a decorative house that gives you buffs that allow you to gather resources better and things like that. You're not even given an opportunity in that game to enter the house. Like, it just sits there. Very, very linear game. But if you're looking for a linear game that's 90% about farming, like that's your type of game right there. It's not too bad. But so what is this new thing they added? We'll convert any water into... Oh, it's water purification tablets? That's interesting. I don't really need those. I need to figure out what we're going to be spending our exotics on. So we've already got all the backpacks currently. I don't think there's any modules we need. Let's see. Regeneration in caves. Quality of caught fish. We already have 2 of the creature movement speed things, which is nice. Resistance to hot and cold. Falling resist. I know a couple people who really love those falling resist ones. If you stack all of the falling resist ones, you can basically jump off any cliff and never take damage. It's kind of insane. I guess we could work towards getting better axes and stuff. We already got our knife. We could upgrade our spear, the spears and stuff, I suppose. I kind of want to get some of these crossbows. The real problem is the ammo capacity in the ones that you can purchase from the shop only have an ammo capacity of 1, whereas if you make the titanium one, you get an ammo capacity of 6. You do the kickflip stuff? D does those kickflip things as well. Or kickfall. It's super interesting. Like, I don't know. I have a bad habit of breaking my legs very often, so it might be a good idea for me to invest in something like that. You know what, Moa? How about we go out for a walk and look for... Reload? On the crossbow is insane? Okay, I've never tried it. Let's take a look. Maybe I didn't look at them. So, what's this one do? Projectile damage, fire damage, ammo capacity, rate of fire is 120. 1.5 second reload. That is pretty fast. Plus, I have all the bonuses on my character too, so I don't know what that would equate to. 15% chance to slow on hit with attacks. Poison damage, frost damage, electric damage, but that extra damage only applies if I have those type of arrows. And this one's got 100% hardpoint damage. That one's not bad. You know what? Let's research this one so we have access to the other. We need 500. So we're almost there, actually. Actually, we are there. Let's just deliver this one.
Preparing to ascend. OES departing.
So, and then we need 250 to craft it. Wow, that pushed me far away. Moa, you need food. Let's give you some food. And some water. Yeah, I'd be willing to try it out. Let's empty this one more time and then go search some more caves. Let's see where to head first. Well, let's see, where am I at here? You know what? Let's I don't trust my Moa to be left in our building. It would just attract creatures to tear down our construction. I'm gonna leave the Moa in a cave. That way it will stay safe in there and we don't have to worry about it. And we're gonna go out on foot. Do I have an extra fire? I do. Good. We're good. Come here, bees. Get on here. Got him. Alright, good. Beehive. Where is it? Bam. Gone. So yeah, about a month ago, I started doing some of the Sons of the Forest recording, and then I got some new equipment for my computer and had to reinstall Windows on the new hard drive. And then the hard drive just junked out on me, so I have to return it to the factory, and they're going to ship me a new one for free, yada yada yada. We went over all this, but long story short, I ended up playing that for a while, made it like a third of the way into the game. I assume a third of the way into the game, but after which, I went to go and edit the videos, and most of the files had no audio to them. Like, nothing. So, I basically have to start that over. So, I took a break from playing that, and luckily there was a bunch of other games coming out at the time, so there's still plenty of stuff coming out on the channel. Just a little bit of a pain to go back and do that all again. One of my favorite things to do on the channel is definitely play through a game for the first time blind. Technically, that game's never going to be a blind playthrough for me. And except for any newer content that they've added since the early access launch of it, because we did play all the way through that, but it is one of the survival games that I really enjoy. The issue I have with that game, though, is that I don't know why, but they don't have like a Discord. Really wish more survival games had Discords associated with them. It's not so much that I want to go spend hours and hours talking with people in there, but it gives me an opportunity as a content creator to go and just show off the videos. And it gives me an opportunity to see updates, and there's an occasion where I like to ask the developers how things are going and progressing. I don't know. I don't know why more devs don't utilize Discord. It's such a good tool. At the same time, I can see why some devs don't use it. Like, harassment and whatnot can go on in there, but like, to be fair, if they really wanted to harass you, if you have any kind of social media, which you almost definitely need if you want to make any kind of headway with advertising your product, they're still gonna harass you. And if you're the type of people that shy away from any kind of conflict or dealing with customers, like your game is not going to do very well, just like point blank. Hey, we got an exotic. Perfect. Slowly but surely making headway on these achievements as well. Let's see, can we jump across this? Yeah, there we go. Yeah, that might be pushing it. Here we go. I can do this. Whew, that was close, actually. Is this the one that leads out of the zone? It is. We're not going to find any exotics in here. So I don't know if anybody else is playing that once human beta, but I've been thoroughly enjoying myself playing that one. The real issue becomes that it's being made by a company that usually makes like mobile games, and I'm trying to curb my enthusiasm for it until I see what their monetization structure is going to look like. Oh, come on. There we go. You know what? What backpack do I have on? Okay, good. I have the healing backpack on. Ah! Whoops. I love how they kind of make it sound like a volcano's erupted. And there's all these sparks flying through the air. If we don't get indoors soon, we're actually going to light on fire and die, which would suck. Because I don't have a spawn point set. Here we go. We made it to a cave in time. Oh, there's an exotic in here. Get out of here, bees. A big part of the reason why I didn't bring the MOA is because I was afraid it would get in that lava and die. Which it probably would have, to be honest. Speaking of bees, today we had some groceries delivered to the house, and 3 little honeybees flew in and were hanging out by the front door. They never left the front door. They just came in the house, you know, hovered around our interior door, just checking it out. I opened up the screen door and they just flew right out. But yeah, usually honeybees, at least around where I live, they're pretty harmless. Like, you can, if you're allergic to it, be harmed by them. Like, just don't touch bees. But like most honeybees where I live, they're not particularly aggressive. Like, if they land on your shirt or your pants or your food, like, they're not going out of their way to harm you. Like, If you move around and flail around or try to squish them, that's a different story. You're gonna get stung. Just let them do what they gotta do, let them explore, and then send them on their way. You'll be good to go. It's the same with most creatures, really. Like, in the eyes of a small insect like that, it's like we're monsters. Like, we probably don't even exist to them. We're just like moving trees. Like, they're not out to get you. I've been stung a couple times. Oh yeah, I've been stung too. I'm sure most people in the world have been stung by something or other. Even if you live in the desert where there's very little flying, stinging insects, like you're like, there's scorpions and all kinds of other spiders and junk. You can get nailed by just about anything. Here in the U.S., we have these. I want to say they're called tarantula hawks. They're like these black iridescent, like wasps, that will fly down and sting a wolf spider, and then lay their eggs on the wolf spider, and bury it underground, and then the wolf spider will get eaten by the larva whenever the larva spawns. Like, it's pretty brutal out there, even for bugs, man. What the heck? Come on, Icarus. This thing spawned under my feet and lifted me off the ground. At least I didn't die. There's the bees. Where's the hive? You're not a beehive. Go away. I want to set down a bed for the night. I can't have you bees flying around. I'm overburdened? Oh, I got a bunch of stone on me. Noxious crust, stone, 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 stone. Okay, well that helps. Yeah, because it's about to be... nighttime, so we need to set up a tent for the evening. Alright. Alright. Biting the bullet. Where is this beehive? I can't see. Where'd that second beehive go? I could have swore there was a second batch of bees. Unless they came from the same hive. Yeah, they must all came from one hive. Which was this one up here. Right, well, let me get somewhere safe. There. Even if something does come in. Alright, I gotta fix this too. Let's see, settings. Okay. So, I don't know how well you can see it on the stream, but why is there a question mark that says icon? They don't have an icon there, it just says icon. I don't know. Let's set that in there for a sec. I'm actually going to use the restroom and turn the air conditioner on because it is almost 80 degrees in my house and I am dying. And with a sickly puppy dog in the house, I do not want her overheating. So give me a moment to go adjust that thermostat. 80s... That's inhuman. No. 80 isn't bad at all. But whenever you have several kids in the same room with you and several computers, and I just don't like heat. $68? That sounds beautiful, actually. Like, if it was in the hundreds, that would be something to really, really complain about. But, like, I just don't like being hot in general. Being sticky just doesn't feel good. Although the shower afterwards feels great. But, yeah, I just don't like being sticky. I like the winter. The winter is so nice. Oh, you can always put more clothes on in the winter time, but you can only take so much off in the summer. Well, before it becomes illegal anyway. And eventually you don't have anything else you can take off, even if you're inside, so... Oh, it's terrible. Alright, yeah, give me a moment. I do apologize. We will continue here momentarily. Alright. I am back. Let's go ahead and switch it to the live scene there. Bam. We are good to go. Let's continue. What time of day is it? Oh, it is dark time still. So, bam. Perfect. On the bright side, that did give us some time to let those red exotics cook. So we'll have a bunch of those to send up to the station, and when we get to 250, we'll try out that new bow. It would be nice if they were all done by the time we got back, but I doubt it. I really wish, like, when you slept in this game, it would advance time in the game, and anything you had crafting would just auto-complete. Unfortunately, that's not quite the way that Icarus works. What was that noise? Hey, look here. Oi. There you go. Gotta get them achievements. Must have just been the lava I was hearing. Thought I heard one of them slug guys running around. What is that? Floating rocks. Oh no, it's floating pieces of iron. Alright. At least we're getting a ton of exotics out of this run. We're gonna need all the exotics we can get if we want to do some purchasing. And who knows, maybe there'll be some ones that we can, things we can purchase from the shop. Also, I know they said chickens, but I'm wondering if the chickens are gonna be, like, mutated in some way, or if they're just going to be actual chickens. Still waiting for them to add that kiwi, too. I want to see what that thing gives us. Well, that didn't work. Hey, there's our bridge. No, I wanted to kill that boar. Bad pig. Bad. There we go.
Vacate area.
Is it just because... Yeah, that's not getting any power right now. Do we have the wiring tool here? We do not. That is water. Do we have an electric tool here? Maybe at the other base. Need to go pick this up. If we have a wiring tool, we're going to move where that thing is. You know what? Do I have a sickle on me? Yes. Let's grab some of these for the moa. I'm sure the moa's hungry by now. What are you doing half in the ground, buddy? Not that. In here, maybe? No. So we don't have a wiring tool here, just a watering tool. Maybe I accidentally brought it back with me on accident. Oh well. Jeremy, good to see you, buddy. Are you finally home? Oh my amount. Yay. Indeed, yay. Finally. I am so glad to hear that you're out of the hospital. That is awesome. Now, do yourself and me a favor. Don't go back anytime soon. Jeez, how many arrows do you gotta put into these things? Hated that place. I don't blame you. Do not blame you for that. Nobody likes being sick or in the hospital for any reason. Those places aren't exactly pleasant. But they get the job done, and they got you back home, so that's good. What's new? Really nothing this week. They're going to be changing a bunch of stuff next week to make downloading updates for the game easier. So they implemented a bunch of things to make that for next week easier. And you can now purchase a bed from the shop. That's it. Unless you mean with me. In which case, you may not have heard. My dog has had cancer for quite a while, and she's actually been slowing down lately. And there's a pretty big fear that she's not got much longer. And so, you know, I've been trying to keep everybody updated, but for anybody who doesn't know the situation, that's the situation. So, when she does eventually pass, I'll be taking probably a week to 2 weeks off of streaming. So if I disappear, that's why. Videos will still be getting uploaded regularly to my channel, but the streaming will be on hold for a short time. I guess this isn't going because it's storming. Arg. We have to wait for the storm. So sorry playing for you. I appreciate that. Heard about reinstalling the game. Yes, so they're trying to make it easier for people to install updates for the game. Unfortunately, it means they have to change a lot of configuration files for the game. So the game is going to act as though you're getting a fresh install of the game whenever you download the patch. So the very next patch for the game is going to be extremely huge. Like 60, like almost 70 gigs. And then you have to reinstall that before you can play. But subsequent patches beyond that one should go faster. Yeah, and the game's going to take less space. That's right. They did mention that as well. And they also stated that next week, along with this big patch, they're supposed to be adding in a new operation that is... I can't remember what it was for. It's like... I can't remember what it was for. But, yeah, they're adding in a new operation, supposedly. Whether or not you're going to have access to it right away is a different story. Because they tend to do that. They're like, oh, well, we're going to install the stuff on your computer now, but you can't access it till next week. Just like we already have the information for the Kiwi and stuff like that, but we can't actually do anything with it. What is going on? Why is this off? Because I turned it off? I didn't turn that off. Whatever. I just hope with whatever they figured out as far as the install is concerned, they can also figure out this stuttering issue, but after what, however many years it's been out and still no resolution to that, I don't think it's gonna happen. Oh, hi! Yeah, almost kill me. That's real good, Icarus. That's real good. Do what you gotta do with your fans. I mean, I definitely do appreciate those people that come through quite regularly, and even those that are just stopping in to hang out. I've been struggling lately, but I'm just trying to play games and put all that stuff aside and give people the best quality experience that I can muster in the meantime, and try to put for those 3 hours, put everything else out of my mind, so that way I can focus and get through the day. Need that mental downtime, or else my head will explode. What did we say the bow was? 250, so we need another 101, and then two slots, oxygen, water, physical resistance. Like, I don't need all of these to process. But I am trying to let this node finish off so we can, before we leave. It's taking quite a while. Jeez. I don't know. This is why I don't usually do this kind of stuff, to be honest. It's just so slow. I think we'll stay here until it becomes daytime again. the next game day, and then we'll head back, whether it's done or not. We'll take whatever has been gathered up and process it back at home. Yeah, with my anxiety issues, I don't have the patience for this. Like we're not gonna wait for that anymore. I want to go back and get to work on building some things. On the bright side, at least we got closer to some of these creature achievements. Huh. I'm hitting the rock, that's the problem. Come on, Icarus, get your collisions right. Yeah, also, for anybody who's interested in 7 Days to Die, my buddy Big J Sav and myself have been recording a cinematic series for that game. And we're going to be premiering that soon-ish. If the show goes well, we're going to do further cinematic series, and season 1 is going to determine whether or not he wants to keep doing that, because he's doing all the editing. He's also put together a script and things like that. I do a little bit of voice acting for him, and I'm doing the third-person camera perspectives. So it's been a fun process to learn how to get all those shots in and things like that. Here coming up, I don't know, sometimes towards the end of the month we should have them all up and out and ready to go. And then we're going to be doing Arc the following season, although it is still technically the same show. Basically, the concept is Quantum Leap, if you've ever seen that, where you're jumping in Quantum Leap. If you don't know what that is like this guy builds a time machine to allow him to travel to the past, but instead of actually taking him to the past, it just puts his mind into the body of somebody who lived in the past. And usually these people tend to be like pretty famous people, like history shattering events that like he needs to maintain the history of that person in order to secure the future, be without and if he does good enough, then he's able to travel back to a different timeline, and he just keeps jumping from body to body until he finds his way back home eventually. probably horribly explaining that, but that is what it is. And so in this, we're jumping from the first season being 7 days to die, and the second season is going to be arc, so he's going to jump from one game to another. Mid-season, we did a brief jump to Fallout 76. I think eventually that one's also going to be something that's done. What is happening? Look, I told you these goats are evil. I told you. But yeah, we've been having fun with recording that cinematic stuff. I don't typically do the cinematic stuff. I prefer to do like blind playthroughs of stuff. And I think that's another reason why Icarus has just been slowing down for me. Like, there's nothing blind going into this anymore. There's not much I don't know or haven't experienced. Granted, I'm not the brightest person in the world, but, like, after you've done it for so long, it's just like, if you don't know, it's a problem. That's a glitch in the Matrix! Yes. We'll go with that. I like it. I wonder if lava breaks your fall. I mean, I'm not going to try it. But I am curious. I would assume since you can't swim in it and you don't get you just walk on it, that no, it will in fact not break your fall and probably in fact break your legs. Oh, I heard a creature. The burning afterwards could likely be deadly. Yes, 100%. I really feel like that would kill me. You know what? I'm going to try it. Let's go drop off our gear. I want to see if it actually breaks your fall. It's probably going to kill me. But it's at least something new to do. Let's give it a shot, shall we? Oh God, where's your spawn point? It's not here. I'll tell you that right now. Yeah, let's do that real quick. Now watch me get attacked by something before we can even get to the cliff. Come on, let's see. Alright, so where was it? Oh, we got a little ways to go. We need to do all the science. Where is it? Okay, right over here. Quick bed and spawn. No. I set my spawn point back there where we were extracting the red exotics. We're good to go. Ten silica. The fall is deadly. I don't know. I don't think I'll die from the fall itself, but we'll see. Well, and unless if the lava breaks our fall, then we might just die from the lava. If the lava doesn't break our fall, then we're probably just gonna break our everything and then die. All right. No more procrastination. Let's do it. Whee! So, if you've ever wondered if lava breaks your fall, it does not. Only thing I can see is my butt sticking out of this. Look at that. That's some crispy bacon right there. Aye! Get out of the lava. You're gonna hurt yourself. Not quite sure what's in the backpack. I thought I took everything off, but we'll go check it in a minute. Oof. That was a bright respawn. Oh, because we're having a heat stroke. Okay. Yeah, that'll do it. That'll do it every time. Yeah. There's a Drac over here. Come here, Drac. What you got? Huh? Huh? What you got? This isn't gonna end well for you. Oh, wait. That's right. Enjoy your meal, jerk. I'll be back. Ha! Oh my god, that's karma, you jerk. Oh my god. Not the sickle. Let's see. Bed. healing stuff. Now the Drax hurt you again. I mean, they're pretty they're pretty evil. I guess it feels like they must have nerfed like how much damage the Drac can do overall, because like I wasn't taking any damage from them. This armor must be just strong enough to block all damage from Drac. Like that's the only thing I can assume at this point. I mean, considering. Drac got what was coming to him. Yeah! That karma. Karma comes for us all. Ow. Ow. Whoa! Get wrecked, goat! Come here, you rabbit. I'm gonna take my frustrations out on this poor defenseless rabbit. But yeah, now I'm curious. I gotta go see what was in that backpack. Oh, we should probably eat too. Stab. Air? Air was in the backpack? Okay. Apparently nothing, or it burned away. I'm fairly certain I took everything out of my backpack anyway, so I think we're good to go. I don't feel like I lost anything, so it's, you know. You know what they need to add to this game? If I have a bunch of raw meat in my backpack and I jump into the lava, it should instantly be cooked. Episode of TV series Fallout. Taking a super break, saw you on. Nice. Well, I do appreciate you stopping in. Also, how are you liking that Fallout series? General question for anybody who has seen it. I've actually seen all of them. I'll try not to spoil it for anybody. But suffice to say, the first couple episodes were pretty good. They went a little downhill towards the end. But the storyline with the guy that plays the ghoul character was a lot of fun. So, I don't know. 6 to a 7 out of 10. Probably closer to a 6, which isn't bad. But it's not the best. Their Boys series is definitely a lot better. The Boys is definitely better. 7 out of 10? Yeah, that's not bad at all. It's It's not a bad rating. My wife seen me watching it the other day. She's like, "Oh, how is that series? I've heard a lot of people saying it's terrible." I was like, No, it's not bad. It's not the greatest thing ever put out. There's some people who are like huge fans of the Fallout series that are a little bit annoyed with some of the decisions that they went with, but just because you have critiques doesn't mean that you hate what you watched. Believe me, it could have been a lot worse. It could have been like that original Sonic design they had way back in the day. Oh my god, that thing was a nightmare. You seen Hot Chick on the boys? I mean, there's a good bit of them on there. I don't think they have too many ugly feminine types in there, so at least the main actors. I still find it interesting that one guy is Dennis Quaid's kid. I play Fallout and enjoy the show. Yeah, you can do both. That's awesome. I've played Fallout 3 Vegas, and I've played Fallout 4. Played. I own all of them. I even have 76, but I absolutely hated 76. Like, it was a good looter shooter, and it was a Fallout game. The problem is that always online thing would cause the game to frequently have like crashing and bugs, and you had to update anytime they wanted to update the game. You couldn't play because of maintenance, like all kinds of stuff that I wasn't fond of. I have a few hours of 4, so you didn't even leave the first vault then? I'm just kidding. But yeah, there's a ton of content in 4. I definitely liked 3 probably the best out of all of them. New Vegas was probably a close second. 4 was just kind of okay. It was a lot more fun and visually appealing, but it didn't really change much of the formula, which is fine. Like, I wanted a Fallout game, and that was a Fallout game. So, I had fun with it. But their most recent game, what was it, Starfield, was just so meh. Like, it wasn't a terrible game. It looked good. The storyline was junk. And the planets were empty, and the game was repetitive. So, like, to play it through once, and if you ignored all other side quests and just went straight to the end of the story, you'd probably have a good time. Sitting there trying to accomplish everything that the game has to offer would probably make you want to tear your eyeballs out. Alright, yeah, this is taking too long. So, let's sleep, and then we'll head home. Right, campfires are a thing. Come on, I'm trying to access this thing. I want to see if there's any more. Come on! There we go. Let's grab these 2. grab all that, and then we'll go get the moa and head home.
Clear area.
There's an additional 60. So what? We were at 101 minus 60. We're 41 now. So we don't really have that many red exotics to go, and then we can try out that crossbow. We should be able to get it before the end of the stream. So I'll get back to base and then put these in there, and then we can try that out and see how quick the reload is on it at the very least. But yeah, tomorrow we're probably going to be doing some Planet Crafter. And if Planet Crafter does well, we'll probably do a second day of Planet Crafter. If not, we'll go and do some Once Human. And Planet Crafter will be back next week. Assuming things don't go sideways with my puppy. Well, I call her a puppy, but she's not a puppy. She's like 15 years old. She's an old dog. She's an old dog. Dogs can live to be like 25, but usually that's rare. For her size dog, 15 is about average. Enjoy your stream. You may return after eating. Alrighty. Jack dog meat. Indeed. Enjoy me some dog meat. But yeah, I do appreciate you stopping in. And thank you for hanging out. I'll show for your Planet Crafter, but now you're not chat though. Don't worry about that. Nobody ever has to feel pressured to use the chat function. I do appreciate the support though, so thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. We don't need our bed. Total coziness of 23. That's not bad for this wooden bed. Alright, let's see if the moa is thirsty or anything. Moa is dying of starvation. Well, it's a good thing we got these for you, buddy. Let's top you up with them. Mmm, squash. Num 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 num. There you go, buddy. Now that I don't have any water, barely rather, let's head back and see what we can do about making some more pillars and stuff in preparation for more base construction. Should look and see if we can repair this lantern. Yes, we still have animal fat here. Next time we come out, I'll have to try to remember to bring animal fat with us. So I'm not sure if anybody watches any of those cooking shows, like with Gordon Ramsay or whatnot, but like my wife and I are always watching them do things like cooking scallops and stuff like that. And my wife's never had them, and so like she really wanted to give them a shot. And they were on sale, so we picked up some. And we're going to give them a try here in a few days. I've never eaten them. I don't even think I've had any form of shellfish. I mean, like clams or oysters or mussels, none of those things. So, it should be an interesting experience. I'm down to try anything once as far as food's considered. There might be some limitations, but it's probably on a case-by-case basis. We'd have to see what I was presented with, and then a decision would be made. Don't eat seafood at all. Like, none of it? You don't eat, like, lobster or fish or anything like that? I don't know. Like, before my wife got sick, with her lung issues, we used to go out and do a lot of catfishing. And catfishing is a lot of fun, but it's very messy. Because we usually, whenever we go fishing, use livers as bait, chicken livers. You cover the chicken livers with you let them dry out on a rack for like overnight, and you cover them with like garlic salt, and you just let them sit there overnight, so that way they're a little bit more firm and easier to put on a hook. And then you just go fish for your catfish. They love tuna, or the chicken livers. You can also use like pantyhose, and you take the chicken liver and you roll it up in like the mesh netting from pantyhose, and then that way you can just put a hook through the pantyhose instead of through the meat, because the meat tends to slide off if it's too soft. But yeah, we catch the catfish and we bring them back, eat them, little channel cats. Every now and again you catch something big. The one time we caught a 50-pound snapping turtle, which was kind of scary. Well, at least you eat something as far as fish is considered, because I think fish has a lot of iron, if I recall correctly. It's supposed to be good for you. I mean, you're probably not supposed to eat fish every single day, but because of all the oil that fish tends to have. But, what else is... Tuna's supposed to have something bad in it, too. I can't remember what it was that they say that tuna has in it. It's that same junk that you see in, like, thermometers. Whatever the heck that's called, that metal. Mercury. There you go. Very useful metal as long as you keep it outside of your body and use it for what it's supposed to be used for. Not exactly something you want to be ingesting. No, we don't want to go into the worm cave. Another storm, huh? Are there any caves nearby? If not, there's that one shelter that we never took down that we could always hide in. Well, that's a little frustrating. Oh, come on. Your stamina's going up far too slow, Moa. Hey, there we go. I guess this is where we're stopping. Well, taking a break from the storm, not really. Not like done for the day or anything like that. Oh, there's a hole in that floor. There we go. Coal, copper, iron. Nah, we're not going to take any of that with us. We'll leave that all here. I'm just waiting for the red part of this storm to go on and get. Nah, that was bothering me. It was backwards. So is this one.